being there and witnessing the events, listening to the testimonies of the survivors, and physically being present at Auschwitz, at Birkenau, at the forest, where 800 Jewish kids were brutally murdered. It was a very, very emotional experience.
I think one of the most significant experiences we had in the mission was the fact that we have witnesses, people who survived the Holocaust. For me, I think the significant thing from being with them is learning that you can't take anything for granted, and everything I have now, I have to see it like a gift, because I could see from them that they had nothing and they could survive, so basically I can do anything.
The moment that I believe that I will remember for the rest of my life is us as a group of 22 young engineers standing at Auschwitz Birkenau, and the knowing that we are actually going to build the nation from the disaster.
הצטרפתי לכם לשלושת הימים האחרונים, אני ורעייתי. אני גאה להיות נשיא של סטודנטים כמוכם. I spoke about Hershko, who escaped the Holocaust because of luck. He could be one of these children. The same as Shekhanova. His family left Poland just before the war. But imagine if he stayed. And I asked, how many of these 800 kids could be potential Nobel laureates? How many we lost? We walked with two survivors of Auschwitz Birkenau, who accompanied the delegation through the camp. And they say I was hiding here and I was taken from here. Telling the story is important. In few years, there are not going to be any survivors. The denials of the Holocaust rely on that. We need to continue to tell the story.
מצד החיים, דגל הנף, קדימה צד.
Landing in Israel, and a few days later, the massacre in Toulouse, and you realize that it can happen again. It can happen again, and it gives you a sense of priorities in life, a sense of why you're an Israeli, what connects you to this land, what connects one to each other. Israel shouldn't be taken for granted, and it is an overwhelming awareness suddenly that you cannot allow somebody to control your own destiny. You must have a state of your own. If the Jewish nation were able, with less than a century after the Holocaust, to build a country that is one of the leading countries in the world in scientific achievements, with 10 Nobel laureates, with economy that is the envy of every country in the world, this is indeed give you a sense of pride, a sense of identity. Their victory was our presence there. We won.